Hi, I'm Terry and I'm nuts about stamping. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. Today I'm going to create a baby card with the help of my Big Shot. Now if I was going to make a lot of the same kind of card, I would probably want to keep my layout and my embellishments pretty clean and simple. But sometimes it's really fun to use a variety of products for the Big Shot that help you create a one-of-a-kind card. And that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to start off with my base, which is a piece of Hello Honey, cut 8.5 by 5.5, scored at the 4 1/4 mark, and I'm going to have my card layout be landscape. To that, I'm going to add a layer of mint macaron. Because this is a baby card, I don't want my layer to be plain like my card base, so I'm going to use the Lucky Stars embossing folder, and I'm going to add a really cute touch to this layer with stars. So I've got my platform on tab 1, bottom standard cutting pad, my cardstock inside the embossing folder, and then top cutting standard cutting pad. And there we go. We've got just a nice layer with stars on it. Now the next thing I'm going to do is create some embellishments for the front of my card. And to do that, I'm going to bring in my magnetic platform, my bottom standard cutting pad. I'm going to use a piece of Hello Honey scrap cardstock, and I'm going to bring in my Little Letters Thinlits dies, and I'm going to die cut out the word baby. I'm going to show you just how I would do one letter, and then I've already gone ahead and done the rest in the word baby, so you don't have to sit here and watch me do this over and over and over again. So when I'm die cutting very intricate thinlits like the baby letters, I put a piece of parchment paper or wax paper in between the framelit and the cardstock, and that helps me pop out the letter from the framelit, or thinlit, sorry. Okay. So what I do to help me poke out the letter is I bring in my paper piercing tool and I just poke out the excess and then just give it a little push and it'll pop right out and it's ready to go. You have to peel the parchment paper or the wax paper off. And there is the bee. I'm going to set that aside for a minute and I'm going to bring in my next embellishment idea. I'm using the same Big Shot sandwich, and this time I have a piece of Blushing Bride cardstock, and I'm going to use the Baby's First Framelit dies, and I'm going to use the bib. As you can see, I've already cut out 3, and I'm going to show you cutting out the 4th. Just put that on. Run it through. And I've got a cute little bib. And then the last thing I'm going to do is a bit of stamping, and then I'm going to die cut out one more item for the front of my card. So I've got a piece of scrap Whisper White cardstock. This time I'm going to use the Something for Baby stamp set, and I'm going to use this onesie. I've already got it mounted on my clear block. I'm going to ink it up using Hello Honey. Stamp it down, and then I'm going to die cut it out. There we go. Put that aside. Bring in my Big Shot one last time. My cardstock on top, and then I have the matching framelit that goes with it. Okay, top standard cutting pad, hold it in place, so it doesn't slip and slide, although it shouldn't with the magnetic platform. And I believe I have all the elements ready to put my card together. All right, so I'm going to start with my Hello Honey card base. To that, I'm going to add a strip, this strip that I have embossed with the lucky stars. I'm going to put that across the front of my card. I want it nice and straight. And then to that, I'm going to add 2 strips of scrap designer series paper. And I'm going to put one above and one below. The reason I'm using this designer series paper is I want to pull the colors together for this card. So this designer series paper has the Blushing Bride, it has the Mint Macaron, and it has the Hello Honey. There we go. And then the next thing I'm going to do is add the onesie, and I'm going to pop up the onesie using 2 Stampin' Dimensionals, one at the bottom, one at the top. And I'm going to put that there like so. Now, to that onesie, I'm going to add a bib. Like so. And then I'm going to bring in the bee that I die cut from the Hello Honey scrap cardstock. And I'm going to put that on like so. I'm using my 2-way glue pen, so it's going to take a few minutes to dry, and that's okay. When I finish this card, I'll just lay it out on a counter to dry. And then I'm going to add some more bibs. And it's going to spell the word baby. I want to spread those bibs out across the front of my card. Try and make them as evenly spaced as I can. And then I'm going to bring in my 2-way glue pen and the rest of the letters. So B, A, and I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to be a little off kilter. I think it just makes the card so much more attractive when it sort of grabs your attention and is not perfectly lined up and linear. Like so. And there we go. It's a really cute and kind of unusual baby card that I'm sure will please somebody special. For a complete listing of the supplies that I used and the measurement for the layers, hop on over to my blog, www.nutsaboutsstamping.com. While on my blog, make sure you're a newsletter subscriber. I have a brand new series coming out. They're free, and it's the 12 weeks of Christmas. I'm going to show you Christmas cards, gifts, bags, and tags ideas over the next 12 weeks. You can place an order for the products used to make this card. You can check out my online clubs, ask me a question, or just look at lots of other sample ideas. I try and post something new for you every day. I'm Terry. I'm nuts about stamping. See you next time. Bye for now.